I probably have four or five friends in the history of just hanging out with people and stuff like that. That this sounds so similar. And this keep going back to the boyfriend thing.
And that's sort of an age, that early 20s, when that kind of thing really takes form, takes hold, and it's not going to work for that relationship. The people hopefully individually can grow through this and have some more genuine relationships.
Yes.
And she's been in treatment forever. She knows better.
Is there one example you could cite where it worked out?
Right.
Where it's a good thing you two kids stuck it out and worked together, because I know you've had some lows, but thank God you really toughed it out, or you wouldn't be here today.
Here's the good news for Lisa.
Never.
Here's the good news, and this is rather unusual.
Somebody beats the cramp out of the other one's car. That's how it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends. But the good news for Lisa, which is quite the exception to our callers, they're not married.
Right.
They don't have kids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Congratulations.
Yes. You know, I was sitting around last night watching A&E, all about the serial killers.
Those are great specials.
That's what I do on my week. I work all week, and then on weekends I watch. I learn about serial killers.
Is that the VH1 Behind the Music?
Yeah, I watch
Real Hollywood Story.
I watch that too. Okay. But I was learning about
an education he's got.
I was learning about Richard Specht and Ted Bundy and all these guys. And I know you guys think I'm Hitler, but do you know that Ted Bundy had a kid while he was in prison? Ted Bundy got married and knocked his wife up during a conjugal visit in like 81, after he'd already been put away for killing like 25 college-age chicks.
Was he put to death finally?
Why is it always like a serial killer or a rapist or somebody, some chick or some lady
is into that,
is in love with them, and they get married in jail, and she sticks up like he never did no wrong.
And that's a bizarre.
And
here's
a better question. Why, when you're waiting the electric chair and you've been convicted of killing like 20 chicks and there's maybe another 80 or so that you're linked to,
is that right?
Do you get married and bang away in the government trailer? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
You're Ted. I mean, this guy killed chicks, 17, 18, 14, 12 years old. These beautiful college and high school chicks, tortured them, effed them, killed them.
And visit women.
It's his right, though. He gets to get married. Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
That, I mean, come on. When you start talking, well, we can't infringe on his rights. What are we doing? He's got a kid. Ridiculous. Thank you. He's got a 20-year-old kid now.
Think about it. What is with this country?
I don't know what's with this country. All I know is that pussy begged for forgiveness when they finally strapped him in, and I laughed like a hyena.
Is that what happened to him? I don't know the story.
Yeah, he crumbled, and he was just begging for mercy, and there was all these guys out front of the prison in Florida. They're wearing shirts that said Tuesday is Friday. They spelled fry a little differently, but listen, I think that's healthy. I was laughing like a madman in front of that TV when I heard him just begging for forgiveness, that son of a bitch. And the only thing that kills me is he's got a 19, 20-year-old daughter walking around somewhere out there with the mom who decided she should marry Ted Bundy in prison as her mother.
The only innocent bystander is that daughter. That is not her fault.
No, it isn't. But it's all our fault. It's the state's fault. My God.
That's a whole other subject right there.
Can you imagine, I know we're going way off course here, but
we're going to premiere a new song tonight from Smash Mouth, as a matter of fact.
If I don't go on about the penal system.
Especially after Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
But listen to me. Imagine you have a daughter who's killed by this animal when she's 17, raped and killed by this guy, and then you find out a few years later, he's got himself hitched, and he's screwing away in prison. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
it just shows you where it's all headed.
All right, Ted Bundy gets to have a kid in prison. I can't get an addition put on top of my garage. That's the story of this country. I am trying my ass off.
Oh, there's rules.
What are the laws here?
We got rules.
We got rules.
Things will get out of hand.
Just go to Home Depot and get your own saw, your own hammer. Start hammering away.
Oh, I got it all.
There are rules.
I got it all.
You own property?
No, not really. I'm actually looking right now.
So you're a criminal if you own property.
He owns a few women, though. Steve is here from Smash Mouth. We're going to premiere a new song from Smash Mouth. We'll do that right after this commercial.
Loveline, Carolla, and Dr. Drew. The phone number's 1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right
FMA.
sucked back in. Hey, mic's on, everybody.
We're back.
Steve Harwell is here from Smash Mouth. Thank you very, Drew.
He just stormed out of the building.
Astro Lounge is the name of the upcoming CD, but that won't be out till June 8th, although we have a couple of cuts off it, and we are going to world premiere one of them. I think we ought to just do it now.
Just rock and roll right now?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's time.
There's a new one from Smash Mouth. It's called All Star. That'd be All Star off of Astro Lounge, which will be out in about 4 years from Smash Mouth. Actually, June 8th, and man, that sounds good.
Yeah, thank you. It'll be on the radio in a few weeks, so.
Oh, that
You
is
should start hearing
good.
it.
I'm always glad when bands we're friendly with do well.
Yeah.
You know.
The problem is we never see them again after they do really well. Except
Well,
Steve. Steve can come back.
Steve, I run into a lot of places.
I'm hanging out.
Yeah, good.
Remember the first time he was up here, he was so excited about being on the show.
excited,
The second
right.
time, but the first time he was so excited to be on the show, and now it's just sort of.
I'm excited.
He's a big star now.
I just don't want to
Drew.
interrupt you guys. Because last time I was here, I mean, I stopped you in your tracks probably 80 times from talking.
It's all right. That's okay.
And you finally just went like, you threw your hands in the air, and I just.
Well, I'm used to that. I can deal with him every night.
Yeah.
Please, I'm so smooth.
Thanks for
Valerie,
playing that.
you're 25. What's going on?
I got like an addiction to sex, and it's starting to cause problems in my personal and work relationships.
What's happening?
Well, as far as my personal, I keep ending up cheating, and I mean I tell him, and obviously he's like, if I do it again, he's gonna leave me.
You tell him though.
Yeah, I tell him.
Are you addicted to anything else?
Huh?
Are you addicted to anything else?
Well, every once in a while, alcohol.
Addicted once in a while to alcohol.
Yeah.
Was your dad an alcoholic?
Huh?
Was your
Yes,
dad an
he
alcoholic?
was.
Did he sexually abuse you?
I don't think so.
Did somebody do that to you?
I kind of, but not, I don't know.
What happened?
Well, when I was 13, it was these two guys, my sister's ex-boyfriend.
I would predict that something happened before 13.
Huh?
That's what sort of set you up for that kind of victimization at 13. Did your dad physically abuse you?
No.
He was just an alcoholic and...
I think an alcoholic dad could be enough to.
No.
Well, that didn't bother me.
Well, what did the two guys do when you were 13?
Well, they just, they touched me, and it's like I turned 14, and I got, like, tired of it, and so I just told, because one of them had stopped, and the other guy just kept doing it. I was like, just do it, fine, whatever, just.
They touched you when you were 13, but then you turned 14. You told them to stop.
Yeah, I was just like,
Well,
I gave in just
well,
to get them to.
You mean
leave
they
me alone.
touched you for over a period of months?
It was like about 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah. So how old were these guys?
One was 24. The other one was
24.
Something happened about it. Let's get back to solutions
Really?
with her because she doesn't have any real clear memory of
Okay.
what happened to her.
No, I mean I do have a clear memory.
You do?
Yeah, I really do. But
Oh, okay. It didn't sound all that... Well, Valerie, all you do is argue with us.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not that bad.
No, you're not that bad. Now you make me feel bad. But don't ever apologize to me.
Don't ever disagree with Adam either.
Makes you feel guilty.
But
It's
listen,
just funny. She's kind of just like doesn't
No, but
really want to
Val,
talk about it.
you know there's a compulsion or an addiction, perhaps, and I would suspect that that you probably inherited the gene for alcoholism from your dad. Dad was an alcoholic, and then I suspect something more awful happened to you than perhaps you're remembering now, and that's kind of set you up to be a victim at 13. Not awful, she wasn't horribly victimized or anything, but enough to get things going. And you add that kind of shame and that kind of chaos to somebody with the addictive biology, and these things can kind of pick up momentum. Why don't you look into some kind of recovery? There's a whole program out there where you can get in touch with people, whether it's recovering from sexual addiction or alcoholism, people that have been through what you've been through, and you can kind of hook up with them and hopefully slog through some of these feelings.
Why are you telling your boyfriend about it?
Because
At least she's honest.
Why is
No.
he sticking? No, why is he sticking around? If
Well,
this
that's...
just keeps-
Yeah.
No, there's a reason she's telling him. Why are you telling him?
for I guess for a while it was like kind of like a test to see if
You want to get a reaction out of him.
yeah.
That or push him away?
It's more like probably pushing away, because then I can say, well, if he left me, then he probably really didn't care no way.
Right.
Yeah.
She thinks it's okay to do it if she tells him.
No, it's a way of preventing intimacy. It's a way of defending yourself.
It keeps
from
him away from her, and it creates a sort of general chaos, which I guess Valerie is sort of used to having in her life. There's some people that if they come from a chaotic environment where you got an alcoholic dad and you got 24-year-old guys feeling on you when you're 13 and a sister that's bringing these guys home and all this sort of wild chaos, then you get in a relationship and it's real stable. That's good for about 3 months, and then you start going nuts and you want chaos. So you go screw around and then you come home and you say, guess who I was screwing around with? And then the guy flips out. Now you got chaos, which is not what you want, but it's what you need in your own weird way. Right, Valerie?
Yeah. But I want to stop it. I mean.
All right. Well,
get some recovery.
You have our permission.
Or get some professional, if you can afford it, or if you have access to it, get some professional supervision.
You have any kids?
I have a daughter.
Oh. Yeah.
6.
How old is she?
Another one lost.
6. All right. Well, she'll have a boyfriend by the time she's 11, Valerie.
No, don't say that.
Well, you're screwing her up.
Then you get into some recovery, Valerie. You got to do it.
You're doing the same crap everyone was doing to you. To her.
Yeah.
You understand?
But I keep her away from.
Yeah,
you don't keep her away from anything because you're the one. You're the cause of the trouble.
She knows everything.
And kids aren't stupid, so don't think they are.
They know everything.
They might not be looking, but they're listening, so.
They don't even, it's not even a matter of vocabulary or psychological intelligence or anything. It's just you're there.
Yeah.
It's like how your dog knows when you're freaked out or pissed off or crying or whatever it is. That's how kids are. They just sit there and they feel everything that's going on. And all this thing like, hey, I'm smoking crack cocaine in the bedroom with a couple of Johns, and she's in the other room watching TV. She has no idea what's going on.
No,
Believe me, listen, here's the deal. After it doesn't matter whether she knows what's going on or not. Her mom acts this way, and that is her mom, and that's all she needs to know.
And that's going to affect her in the future.
Plus, I'm guessing she does see a thing or two that Valerie doesn't know about.
Imagine the kinds of guys she brings around.
Right. So Valerie,
how many times
really going to happen?
Has a kid walked in on their parents and they're all, telling you get out of the room.
Right.
But they saw you for that one instant doing something.
Yeah, but that can be okay. It's if it's in the setting of health.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying if it's not, though.
It can be bad news.
Jade.
Yeah, hi, I'm 17, and I've been in three relationships before, and none of them have really been serious. The most serious one has been 3 months, and that was 2 years ago, or that was my sophomore year, and I'm a senior now, and I said I was going to wait till I could totally commit to a relationship before I got into another one, because my 3-month relationship, it was more like we were buddies, we were friends, we didn't really do the things that boyfriend and girlfriend do. So now I'm a senior, and I'm going with this new guy, and we've been going out for maybe a month and a half, and I am so not interested in him anymore. We haven't even kissed. I have no desire to kiss him. I have no desire to be with him.
And why don't you get out of that relationship?
Well, my question is, should I stay and wait it out?
Nope.
This could be another attempt for me to get out of a relationship.
It doesn't matter, though. You're not interested in this guy.
Well, it's an interesting question, though. Is it really that she's not into him, or that she's afraid of being into him?
Yeah, because my biggest fear is that
is intimacy.
I won't be able to commit to it since I'm not able to commit to a relationship now.
Well, listen,
too young to be playing this move. Though.
Either way, she's not going to get interested in this guy.
Yeah.
I think it's already over.
Well, I don't know, because I've gone with him before, and then I lost interest, and then I totally crushed on him again, and then
she's responding to something that I've said before, which is sometimes you got to hang in with these relationships and just try to. If you have a pattern of not being able to stay with the relationship or to establish any kind of closeness, hang in for a while and just see if you can see what the feelings are that come with this. See if you can go overcome them.
You guys haven't even kissed yet.
I know.
Well, I would say do an experiment. Give it a couple more weeks where you really make an effort to get in and see what and listen to your feelings when you get in a more close way with them.
They haven't even smooched yet. They've been going out for a few months.
There's plenty of room to experiment here, right?
Does this have to do with anything like my dad and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because
Hold on.
He was gone in 2007, and...
What happened to him?
Huh?
What happened to him?
Oh, nothing. Him and my mom just got a divorce, and it's kind of been me and my mom,
Yeah. So, every time you get involved with a guy, it's the threat of another loss.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you don't want to get in. And so you're right. This might be the guy that you need to get in with.
All right, well, at least give him a kiss, would you?
Well, that's the point.
I just don't want to. I don't.
How you guys?
Well, if you're gonna stay in, you got to make some effort.
But how do they know they're even boyfriend girlfriend?
Well, we know we're together. It's not.
You're seniors in high school. You're not kissing.
He's not a senior. He's a junior.
Oh, okay. Well, that's totally different. All right, if he's just in the 11th grade, then I was all wrong, and I apologize. All right, Jade? How long have you been going out with him?
A month and a half.
A month and a half. Okay. Why don't you give him a kiss
Is he being
tomorrow?
pretty patient with you, though?
Oh, yeah, he's real patient, you know.
Well, he must really like you then.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You just sealed his fate, Steve. You just sealed the guy's fate. You know what I'm saying, Drew? He's out now. He likes
I'm
you, Jade.
afraid to break up with him. Well, I'm not afraid, but I broke up with him last time, and I feel really bad if
All
I did it
right,
again.
Jade, listen. We got people strung out on heroin that are in hold. We got to talk to them. You understand? This is not a big problem. You'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll work it out. Hey, your dad left, and you don't want to reconnect with someone because he'll leave, and you'll have to revisit those feelings of daddy. But you got to do it eventually. Jennifer.
Hi.
Drew wants to break. So does engineer Mike. But Steve and I want to hang out. Jennifer.
Yeah.
You're 16. What's going on?
Well, I actually have two questions.
Oh no.
But first, I'd like to say that Adam and Drew, you guys are great. I love you.
Thanks.
My first question is, I'm kind of a big girl,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to know if guys my age are into that, or if I have to wait till I'm older before
Okay.
anybody will want me or anything like that.
How big are you?
I weigh about 170,
How tall are you?
5'11".
Well, that's pretty tall.
Just a large person.
She'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are into that, actually.
Well, let's have a discussion about this whole issue. when we get
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
Hold
hang on. What's your second question?
Well, my dad's an alcoholic, and the first time I ever smoked up, I got really high. And so I was wondering if that means that I'm an alcoholic.
Interesting question.
All right, hang on. Two good ones. Steve from Smash Mouth is here. We'll take ourselves a little break, and then we'll come back and
Quiet Steve tonight, by the way.
talk about, he'll be back. We'll talk about the tragedy of teen obesity and pot usage after this.
I feel so liquidy.
Really? Why?
You're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, I'll be right back.
Sexuality.
Loveline.
Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock, 92.1 KFMA.
Hey there, y'all. It's Loveline. Steve from Smash Mouth is our very special guest tonight. Bob Guccione Jr. is coming in here tomorrow night. Drew can lock antlers with Bob about what's his magazine, Spin? He's always talking about how AIDS was brought here by aliens or something like that. Bunch of nonsense, right?
You got some questions for him?
Yeah, Drew, I want you to bust Bob's balls just a little when he comes in here. Kid Rock will be in here on Tuesday.
His deal always is
What?
just create a forum for people to express
Yeah.
themselves. I don't necessarily.
Have you guys had Kid Rock in here before?
No.
We have a Coolio, too. Aren't you coming up?
Yeah, Coolio's been a couple times.
Coolio we've had a few times, but we haven't had Kid Rock in, although I was watching his video last night. Looked pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like his shtick. He's cool.
Yeah, we're going to another free CD for me. That's the way I look at it. Jennifer.
Yeah.
All right, so you're 16. Your dad's an alcoholic. You tried pot. You enjoyed it. You're 5'11". You're 175.
Now let me
Hold on. Let me run that through the radio math computer. 5'11".
Well, she's naturally tall. I mean, she is.
175. Oh, it's spat out 5'8.5", 193.
Okay.
Okay.
But
That's the radio weight computer.
no.
Sorry, you can't argue with whatever it spits out.
All right.
All right. Anyway, Jennifer.
So let's deal with the pot thing. That's the quickest thing to deal with first here. Now, did you wake up the next day thinking about smoking pot again?
No.
When you say you got really high, was it like a spectacular experience or just sort of...
Well, it was almost like an acid trip. It was weird.
Yeah, well, marijuana can be hallucinogenic, okay? You smoke enough of it. But people that become marijuana addicted usually describe the initial experience of getting high as something sort of like the best thing they've ever experienced, like an incredibly euphoric experience. And when you get up the next day after that, you're thinking about doing that again, and the next day, and the next day. You may not do it every day, but you're going to be preoccupied about it. So I don't know, Jennifer. We can't really conclude anything based on that story. As far as the weight issue goes, you're just a big person, right?
I'm fat.
No, you're just
Well, 175, 5'11".
Tall. I mean, you're pretty tall.
You're just a big person.
Well, it's big. It's borderline.
But it makes me
Borderline
wonder
fat.
the way you're so adamant about being heavy, whether or not that's there actually to keep people away from you.
Well, once you get into the weed, the pounds melt away, right, Drew? Isn't that true?
But you know, do you kind of keep people away from you, Jennifer?
What do you mean?
Do you push people away a little bit? I mean, would you rather be sort of left alone?
No.
Well, here's the theory, basically, and it's not true all the time, but sometimes, especially with younger people, when they're overweight, it's a way of sort of pulling themselves off the market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like taking a ice pick to your own tire and pulling out of the race.
Now, that's probably an uncommon reason for the weight.
No,
More
but it
common,
happens sometimes.
Yeah, but just the genes, really. I mean, you just inherit those genes, and you.
Yeah,
you
your
get
dad's
it.
a big guy, your mom's a big gal.
Yeah,
No.
and that's it.
That's not true?
No, they're little.
They're little.
Yeah.
Well, let's say maybe your dad's not a big guy, but maybe the gardener? No.
No.
No, both your parents are little.
Just got to laugh out of her.
So, do you eat a lot?
Well, sometimes.
Maybe
Well,
you could change that.
Do
What about
you
seeing a
do you think you're
dietitian?
kind of working to keep yourself out of the dating pool?
No.
No, you're not.
No.
But it's not a genetic thing. It's that you're putting the pounds on because you're eating a lot.
Well, I kind of do one of those like binge fast.
Binge,
things.
yeah. Pull the drive-through. Make sure nobody's looking.
Do you vomit or use laxatives or anything like that?
Well, I just won't eat for a while, and then I'll eat a lot, and then I'll feel bad. So I
You
won't.
know, why don't you meet with a dietitian, Jennifer? Really, that binging and fasting cycle is really not good for you, and it's not a way to lose weight. If you get into more controlled, Steve just lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, I was at least 40 pounds heavier, and it was just basically, I cut out just all the fast food. Because I tell you what, the French fries, and that's too easy to go. I mean, McDonald's it's very accessible. I mean, the car fits really easy to that drive-through, you know?
Yeah, it's like they made it for it.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, it's like they made it for you to pull through that. So, but,
Diabolical.
basically for me, it was the fast food. You know, I'm not a big sweet eater and candy, stuff like that. Just that kind of, and once you learn how to eat differently, you get used to it, and you really catch yourself not even thinking about fast food.
He also switched to light vodka. I don't know if you know that.
I've backed on that, too. So.
And there will be guys that are interested in you, however you come. I mean,
But do you get a lot of support from your parents, like on you wanting to lose weight, or are they kind of negative on that?
Well,
Or your friends?
I don't
Do your
get
friends
anything
support
from
you?
my dad, because my parents are divorced. I never see my dad.
Okay.
But
Are you depressed a little bit because of that?
about my dad,
No, just about your
They're
parents.
just depressed in general.
Yeah, just kind of being depressed about yourself.
I don't think any more than anybody else.
Well, not everybody's depressed. I mean, it's a common thing with your age group, but that's another way that people use food is to try to manage
definitely.
unpleasant feeling states.
All right, so just balance your diet out, see a dietitian, watch the weed because you got that gene.
Yeah, 'cause
you're a
those-
little out of control
Those
with
late
it.
night 7-Eleven trips on some good weed.
She could set this spiral going in the other direction, and by getting on a dietary program,
Oh, yeah.
getting some friends,
I mean-
getting some esteem built up, and
I've known a lot of
hard.
girls that have starved themselves, and then they lose all the weight in the
And
face,
by
and then a month later,
there it is.
that's right back.
But
Because
let me give a quick tip to all that are dieting, especially women. You know, when you're hovering around 200 pounds, and then all of a sudden you lose 25, 30 pounds, and you're feeling like the belle of the ball, so you put on a pair of cycling shorts and a tube top, and you hit the road. To you, you're 30 pounds less than what
yeah,
you are.
definitely.
To me, you're still 170 pounds and looking a little big for the cycling shorts. And it's important that you feel
they wear the
good about
cycling
yourself.
shorts, and they put a sweater around them.
Right, but
All right, smart guy.
here's the deal: you're still chunky, so don't celebrate yet.
Just hang in there and just work at it. And
Again, if she is really depressed, she ought to have that evaluated because that can be
Yeah.
quite serious. And if that's treated, maybe then all these other problems will take care of themselves.
Mike,
Yes.
you're 34.
Yep.
What's going on?
I was curious. Where did you get your facts from the Ted Bundy in Florida? Are you sure he had kids on conjugal visits?
He had one kid. Yeah.
The reason I was calling was I was visiting a friend down at California Men's Colony, CMC, in San Luis Obispo, that's Central California. And as I'm sitting across the picnic table, my friend says, "Do you know that guy is behind me?" He's sitting there with a beautiful blonde, two little beautiful blonde-haired kids. It was Tex Watson.
Sure.
cleaned up, looking good, conjugal visits, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
After slicing up Sharon Tate's baby, he's sitting there. We're paying for his kids, I assume. And he's got some Bible-thumping wife, beautiful lady, sitting next to him.
Sure. Well, the message is clear. Just because you break into an estate or two and ritualistically carve up a couple of pregnant women doesn't mean that your life should be inhibited in any way. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, we got to keep you away from everything, but don't worry, we'll truck it all in. You can bang as many crazy broads as you want. You can have as many kids as you like, and we wouldn't dream of infringing on your workout time. We'll get you some cable. We'll have full access to law libraries and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Call me funny, but I think you should lose a couple of privilege or two, by the way, once you kill a couple of folks.
Your arm.
I think more than a couple of two.
Yeah.
And to Smash Mouth, actually, I'm 44, not 34. However, I went out and bought your CD, Walking in the Sun, in my collection.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Thanks, Mike.
Sorry. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Tex Watkins, by the way, was one of the Manson guys. Either that or he played in the Rolling Stones for a while. I'm not sure if I may be confused with one of the Watkins. What's that, Drew?
Mike just vomited there in the middle of
something happened.
Hey, Steve from Slash Mouth. I want you to know I bought the Running on the Sun. It's in my collection.
And I love you, man.
It's okay. All right, we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with more with Steve, Walking on the Sun, Smash Mouth, Harwell after this.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
Loveline, I'll be right back. Loveline.
It's the Loveline. We're going to take a quick 10-second station identification timeout. We'll be back with more Loveline in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on radio station. The new rock. 92.1 KFMA, Green Valley, Tucson.
Hey, I'm doing drugs. I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper. I've had 5 billion relationships. I don't know whether I'm gay or straight.
Yes, that is the jewel that I uncovered last week.
What happened? Wait, play that one more time?
One more time. Steve had his headphones off.
Hey, I'm doing drugs. I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper. I've had 5 billion relationships. I don't know whether I'm gay or straight. I'm in my 30s. I live in an urban center, and I'm having sex.
That scores.
It's always funny.
I'm homosexual.
Play the hand. That's just my favorite one.
The hand?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Mike.
No.
Don't give him the hand.
Is it okay to be in love to a guy? My lover likes me a lot, but sometimes I'm scared because he is very active. He gives me oral sex. I just give him the hand.
That was such a smooth transition from hand job to hand, Drew. No one would have guessed that you were
It's like that guy that says, collection.
They hand me this, They hand me the stuff. I start reading before I know what I'm reading. There it is.
That's my boy.
I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper.
All right. Steve is here from Smash Mouth. The new CD, Astro Lounge, will be out June 8th. We were glad to premiere All Star.
Yeah, thank you very much.
A couple of moments ago, and it was really cool. And I think we'll hear the second world premiere off of Astro Lounge before Steve gets out of here in the next few minutes. So that's good, right, Drew?
That is very good.
Jill.
Yeah?
You're 15.
Yes.
What's going on?
Okay, my parents, they, always go through my things, and they, think I'm doing stuff that I'm not, and I don't know how to ask them to stop, because I told them that I know they do it, and I think that's kind of dumb that I did, but I'm really confused with what I should do.
What did they say when you asked them to stop?
Huh?
What did they say when you asked them to stop?
They said, well, we're not doing it, and they were, totally denying it, but I know they are.
How do you know they're doing it?
Because, okay, I had a letter.
She had a bong and a syringe in one drawer.
No.
Gone the next day.
It was gone.
And she had...
And your dad's walking around the house real slow.
No.
A satanic Bible that was over it, and then the Bible was moved and the syringe was gone.
No, she's it's like setting up booby traps. Aren't you setting little booby traps for your parents?
Yeah, I did. And
That's the way to do it.
Huh?
I said, I like that because I've done it before.
Yeah, and then, like, yeah. And I just totally know because I, like, had a letter on my dresser. And it was all folded like a certain way, and then they tried to refold it the way, and they didn't do it.
Do you have any siblings?
Huh?
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, they're all younger.
Could they be doing it? They could do it.
Huh?
You know what's funny? I'm going to interrupt on this. Somebody very close to me, I just went through this exact same problem. I got a phone call saying, oh, well, so-and-so went through my things, and they found a letter and read it, and it was something that maybe somebody shouldn't have, or maybe didn't want to see or hear.
Right.
That this young person was talking to like another friend about at school. Yeah. And sometimes that causes problems, but then sometimes, I think the privacy thing is pretty serious. I mean, you should have your privacy.
Yeah, I think at least written material. I mean, your parents have no right to get involved. It's really intrusive. I mean, that's one area you can really draw a line, I would think, that you have the freedom to express yourself in a written way without being intruded upon. What I would suggest to you is you make that clear to your parents that you really need that. You want that, and you want that assurance, and that you'll be able to trust them that they won't violate that. And that if somebody else in the family is intruding upon that territory, that you need their help to make sure it stops.
Yeah. That's going to make them more suspicious, and they'll only step up the searching.
I know what you're saying, because once you say, stay out of there, well, what are you trying to hide from me? It's my house, you're under my roof. I've heard all that when I was a kid, you know that.
No, but it's just, it's my diary, it's my communication.
That's your privacy.
It's you want to, search my drawers, go ahead, if you're really concerned about it. But the written area is something that people need to have that ability to express.
And girls are such suckers for this stuff because they can't throw away anything.
Yeah.
If there's a letter that somebody wrote something down on, they can't get rid of it.
I have phone numbers from 8th grade. I still can't.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've got a shoebox full of phone numbers. I will not let them go.
Let's talk about Steve in front of him now.
Okay.
That's pretty weird.
You want to get out the DSM first?
What?
But parents have to be able to do their job, and sometimes that means really structuring the environment and being able to make sure that somebody's not doing something they shouldn't be doing. But I just think the written area is something that people ought to have some privacy.
Well, maybe there's something you don't want to hear,
And let me explain something to everybody, whether you've been married for 10 years or you're 10 years old. If you have something you don't want somebody to see, do not bring it into the house.
Yeah, bury it in the backyard.
I mean, if you're, Steve, if you're out playing a concert and some girl slips you a phone number and you look at it and you go, what's this? And you stuff it back in your pocket and you got a girlfriend waiting for you at home, it will find her way.
We talked about that, didn't we?
We did?
In your book, you were talking about, if you want to get rid of somebody, leave something around. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what Steve talked with us about.
Is that what you did?
Guys, I said, let her find something,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not a hooker's
It works in
body.
both ways.
Just a note.
That's in the trunk of the car.
Michael.
Yes.
You're 45. What's going on?
I have, first I want to say you guys are great. Adam, I love you. I really love you.
Thank you.
And I work at a child care. That's what I do part-time. And I'm in Seattle. I just wanted to, I hear you guys have a lot of advice about people's history, about their backgrounds. And my girlfriend, I've been seeing her for a couple months. She's 17. And I usually date girls about 14 to 16.
Oh, sure, you're a 45-year-old man. Why shouldn't you date 14 and 15-year-olds?
Are you in a phone booth right now?
No, I'm not. I'm on a cellular phone.
Okay.
And so you're dating the girls that you're supervising?
And you work at a child care?
No, I work at a child care. But
you date children?
2 and 4. Yeah.
Which is disturbing to me enough.
Yeah, so what's your past like?
As far as what?
Well, I mean, you brought it up at the beginning, didn't you?
Well, yeah. See, my father, he died in prison. He convicted of molestation, but, we don't know if it happened or not.
Yeah, well, we do now.
Hold on, let's all just hypothesize about whether it happened. Let's see, dating a 15-year-old, working in child care, dad died in prison for molestation.
Just leave your name and number with us, and we'll
we're going with on that one.
Well, I mean, he was an honest man. I mean,
we're betting he wasn't set up. Okay, seeing as how you seem to have that gene. Drew, you're not buying it? Seems like too much.
Like young girls. I mean, they look great these days.
Yeah, something's up with this call.
Yeah.
Something's up with this call.
Michael, here's the two scenarios here. We're having trouble believing you. So either you're in really bad shape or you're lying.
Yeah.
But I believe it could be really bad shape.
Yeah.
Now,
You say you wouldn't date, a young girl, 16 years old?
Well, I'm a big star. That's something else. What?
Michael's screwing with us here.
Why? Yeah, okay. I'll sort of buy that. Why are you calling, Michael?
I just want everybody's giving me a hard time about it,
Who's everybody?
It's a bad thing.
Who's everybody?
Everyone I know, family, friends.
Yeah,
And
why are you bragging about it, by the way, genius?
What are they?
I'm not. I want some information about this.
What are they doing
If I should continue to do it, or if I should, quit, or what?
You're going to jail. That's all. So you'll be just like Dad.
All right, so you can die in prison like your dad. Maybe they'll give you the same cell. Be kind of nice. You know how, like, when you get buried in the same plot on the cemetery, they put you right next to your folks? Sort of a
the apple doesn't
takeoff
fall
on
too
that.
far from the tree, so
Yeah, but he's just not.
it's like he's kind of getting off on it, knowing that he's dating young.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really buy it.
I don't buy it. Yeah, I mean, if it's true, then whoever his family is will eventually and needs to report him.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said leave your name and number. We'll call
I
you back.
can't imagine that a daycare would hire somebody with that sort of bravado. It just doesn't all fit for me.
Yeah, it
just doesn't
didn't fit real well for me either. Plus, he didn't really have a question.
Yeah, it's right.
Well, and also, if you're up in Seattle, somebody's bound to be listening to the station that works for the daycare. They're going to notice your voice or something.
Yeah, people, when they need an answer to a question, you can tell they have a question. This is not...
Listen, daycare shouldn't hire guys anyway. No guy should be working around kids.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, ugh.
I don't trust guys who want to work around anybody under 20. I really don't. You should hire Asian women. That is it. That's all daycare should have. There's no excuse for guys wanting to work with youngsters. Maybe coaching a Pop Warner football team
or the YMCA or something.
A bunch of 11-year-olds or something. But these guys who are these career camp counselors and guys like this, I don't trust them. Something's up with them. You shouldn't like kids when you're a guy.
Did you go to camp when you were a kid? I never did.
No.
I never did.
Thank God.
Just think about it.
I would have been robbed of my youth. Yeah, that's why you're so healthy.
Yeah, because I haven't went. So.
John, there's still time, though. Maybe we'll go to camp this summer.
Maybe we will.
John.
Hello?
You're 23.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
You guys rock and Smash Mouth. It's about time you had a new record.
Well, that's good.
It is.
I love that.
This guy's an asshole.
No, he's not.
Please.
I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say that.
I was hating that one-hit wonder label you were getting.
Yeah, no, we're doing good. It's going to be fun.
Good. My question is, I'm all nervous now. I'm suffering from what I've talked to people about is, I guess it's anxieties or OCD. I basically have a fear that I'm not well, and it's manifesting myself as like I can't eat. I get scared, and my heart starts beating really fast, and it happens usually
when
right before I go to bed.
When you have these attacks, do you feel like you're going crazy or going to have a heart attack or something?
Yes. Mainly it's just a rapid...
Yeah.
My mind is moving a mile a minute, and I try to calm myself down.
But then you get these intrusive thoughts that something awful is going to happen to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, those are classic panic attacks. And so not only do you have generalized anxiety, but you have anxiety with panic.
And I found that, I used to go to a psychiatrist, but this is when I was younger in high school. I found that I suffered from severe nightmares. And to my own conclusion, the doctor said this is probably right. I was giving them to myself. Before I would go to bed, I would, just start thinking about what if I have a nightmare and this and that, and then I would just
have one.
Right, it would be horrific.
What's your question?
My question is, how do I end this? Because I
get back in treatment. There's excellent medication for this kind of problem.
Also, I didn't start developing like the panic until after I had a really bad stint with marijuana and
wow. John, it's fascinating that you call with that, because I've seen a few patients who have had this, that their panic was precipitated after a bad experience with marijuana. You've had that?
I'm freaking out at this phone call because when I was in high school, is I got super stoned one time, and I had the worst panic attack of my life.
During the high?
And that's when I started getting them after that.
Panic is an interesting thing. I think
You
panic.
smoke pot after that?
I don't smoke. I can't smell it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people get really panicky and really freaked out by it. And those type won't smoke it.
But panic is an interesting thing, in that panic is kind of a behavior. And once you learn how to have panic, you kind of keep having it. It keeps precipitating. And it's one of the theories is that maybe marijuana opens up some pathway that you might probably have opened up anyway with you. You might have learned panic at some point in your life due to some other sort of biological state, like a depression or some phenomenon in your life. But marijuana may be one of the ways to precipitate that for some people. And I've seen some real intense panic disorders that seem to come after some relatively low-level marijuana exposure.
Yeah. We call this lightweights, by the way.
Call them what you will.
We will.
Call them what you will. It's an unpleasant
I get them
thing.
like when I fly. Like I told you, I don't like to fly.
I have panic. It's awful.
It's like
you get panic, Drew?
They are the
I haven't had
worst.
them in years, but I went to college a few panic attacks.
Oh man, it's like the world's caving in on you quick.
It is experience. Yeah, you can't have. It's just
you can't explain it to anybody.
It's like there's two kinds of people: people who've had panic attacks, people that haven't.
That's it.
I don't think I've had one.
And once you do have one, then you'll understand it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You've crossed over.
Yeah, you've crossed over into our world.
My panic attacks go like this. Oh, my God, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to take a nap. That's how,
before you
I
nap.
get panicky when I don't think I can.
You're all load me a bowl. I'm having a panic attack.
I'm going to be able to get a nap in. I start to panic. All right, I think we should hear something else.
We're going to camp, aren't we?
From Smash Mouth.
Are we going to go to camp?
Yeah, we are. That's
camp.
what I need. We need to recapture our youth by going to camp.
Come on, let's play a song.
All right.
play a song?
I'm in love with this camp idea.
No.
Smash Mouth.
It was the bowling pin joke you told me earlier. That's amazing. Your new show's going to be awesome, by the way.
Thank you. And this new CD, Astro Lounge, is awesome. Out June 8th. Here's something else off it. It's called Then the Morning Comes. Really?
And these it's amazing, he said.
Oh, that is Then the Morning Comes, another hit from Smash Mouth.
Yes.
Astro Lounge.
One hit,
is,
wonder my ass.
The name of, well, it's actually 2 hits.
Well, there's more. We don't
Keeping.
have time to play the rest.
No, I meant before.
Oh, yeah. Well, but then one of them wasn't ours. It was a remake.
That doesn't matter. You sell product, you sell product.
Yeah,
That's right. June 8th is when it's coming out. Steve is going to be with us for like another minute and a half.
I also want to plug my new,
go ahead.
my new record label. It's called Spun Out Records. That we just put together by management. And actually, a dear friend of mine is talking to me about being involved, Carson Daly. We're talking to him, so it's going to be fun.
That's right. Carson's from their hometown.
Yeah, we're really good friends.
Yeah,
Remember this?
well, he's not from there.
He's from
but
here, actually.
He went
But
out,
he was up there.
But he worked at KOME radio.
right,
Before they went.
Right.
before they
no
turned into
longer.
Live 105.
Yeah, no longer, yeah.
Right, but look at Carson. He's doing fine.
He's doing awesome. And
Yeah, we know
totally,
Carson from way back when.
Oh, yeah, he's a great
as
guy.
well. Yeah, he is.
He really is.
He's a nice guy. He's kind of a religious guy.
So send me your stuff to you unsigned bands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're really looking to. We got a few new artists right now that we're working with, but
And what do you
It's
do?
gonna be
Just
fun.
listen to...
80 Gilman, Campbell, California, 95030 or something like that.
A.D. Gilman, what's that?
80 Gilman Street.
80 Gilman Street. I
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
Sweet D or 20 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Campbell, California?
Yeah, Campbell, California.
How's that?
It's right on it's on the outskirts of San Jose.
Ah.
It's kind of like my hometown.
It's near where they do Anderson's
Pea
split
soup?
pea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, was that a
And Del
huge
Monte's
thrill
there
for me.
too.
You know you're in trouble as a town when the big draw is, hey, folks, we make soup.
Pea soup Anderson's.
Ooh, not only please, here's where we cut up the bacon that floats in it.
Oh, God.
Wow, that is huge. I'm going to give me some of that soup. Yeah, they had that big fat guy, and he's holding the wedge that was smashing the pea. Oh, that was exciting. I'd love driving up on that. All righty, I guess we'll take ourselves a break. We'll say bye to Steve, who was nice enough to come and hang with us in his very
It's been
busy
awesome.
schedule. And listen, Steve, when the album comes out, June 8th, that is.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Come back.
Are you guys going to be at the Weenie Roast this year?
Oh, yes.
No,
No, you're staying the
I
whole
made a
time.
commitment.
You're staying until we play.
I
at least.
skipped the last one.
Well, maybe we'll bring you out.
Here's the...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he
There you
has
go.
to request it.
I am right now. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
All right. Just
Of-
make
of
sure
the-
the right people hear it, because we get up there, and
I'll ask Kevin Weatherly.
That's who you have to ask.
there'll be 15
Kevin, Buddy.
bands. Yeah. 15 bands we know and love, and we'll bring the one band out.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We never met.
All right, Steve, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. We'll be back for more Loveline after this.
Loveline on 92.1 KFMA.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo estoy Marcos.
This is Rodney.
And this is Craig.
From el grupo de magnífico de Sugar Ray. And you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, you is. Like those Sugar Ray guys.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have the same kind of relationship with them as with Smash Mouth. You know?
Yes, nice guys who...
Oh, God, thanks.
Drew, I got to tell you I'm gassy, too.
Yeah, oh, gee, thanks for warning me now. No.
Yeah, enjoy. Steve has just left. Drew, don't open the door. Come on, you're going to offend the other people in the building. Steve from Smash Mouth just left. Good guy. Always glad to see him. Astro Lounge, the CD name. That'll be out June 8th. And, okay, Drew, close the door. It's gone now.
No.
And until then, we'll go back to the phone. Mike?
Hey.
Hey, you're 18. Wow.
Yeah. I'd just like some advice or feedback on whether I should try to resume a relationship with my ex-girlfriend again.
Yeah.
What she told me was she was implying that I was unavailable or, that I didn't want to be with her, which wasn't the case at all. And I just think like I have a problem with, communication or saying what's on my mind or...
Did she say you were unavailable or that you didn't want to be with her?
Both.
She said both clearly to you.
Yeah.
Because that can be very different. And just being not available in the way somebody needs you is totally different than saying you don't want to be with me.
Right. Well, that's the impression she was getting under the assumption,
And so when you straightened her out?
Excuse me?
When you straightened her out on how you were feeling, how did she react to that?
Well, that's the thing. I really didn't do that. That's part of my problem. I don't,
So you didn't even speak up and tell her?
Right.
She broke up with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you essentially broke up with her. It's just you didn't break up with her. You just sort of checked out of the relationship?
He didn't think so.
Yeah, pretty much. But I didn't want it to be that way,
What's even more interesting is she said, I'm leaving because you obviously don't want to be with me, and he didn't speak up and say, oh, no, I'm really into this. He didn't speak up.
The thing is, like that caller earlier about the panic attacks and everything he was having.
That's you, huh?
Yeah, that's me, exactly.
Well, you may have something a little more specific called social phobia.
Okay.
Which is where people just can't function socially. They get overwhelmed by anxiety and panic. And this, panic attacks precipitate.
I don't know. He's calling the radio show and he's having no difficulty articulating
That's the
himself.
point. And yet in a social contact, he can't function in a way that's very simple, where it's just saying, no, you're wrong. I'm into this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he was about done with the relationship myself.
He said no.
Well, but he doesn't think he is because he got dumped and now he's lonely and he wants her back.
Thing is to what, Mike?
I've talked to the doctor and everything. I set up an appointment to,
see
what's going on. And
well, ask him about social phobias.
How long did you two go out?
About 3 months.
About 3 months.
Yeah.
And were you in love?
Yeah, but I wasn't able to express it, though.
You weren't able to express it, but yet she dumped on you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's 17.
Yeah, she may be done.
Yeah, she's done.
No, I mean, women usually, if they're really into a guy and he's having difficulty expressing himself or whatever, they'll spend longer than a few months trying to coax him out of his shell.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, too, that I found out later on that she was into me for about 1.5 years, and I had no idea. She was afraid to approach me about that.
See how socially disturbed this is.
All right, well, give it a second try. Why don't you just call her up and tell her how you feel?
All right, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that then.
Could you do that?
No.
Okay.
Let's do a little role playing. What's her name?
Tracy.
Tracy. I'll be Tracy.
Okay.
All right, you ready? How long ago did we break up?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks? I didn't perform oral sex on you, did I?
No.
Oh, thank God. Thank God I went to take a shower when I got home. What did I do with you?
It didn't quite get that far.
I give you a hand job?
Yeah.
Which hand did I use?
Oh, stop. Stop.
All right. I'm trying to get into the part, Drew. You know nothing about acting.
Indeed. I'm glad.
All right, I'll be Tracy.
Okay.
You call me up.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Bring. Well, I'm picking the phone up. Hold on there, man. Well, hold on. I'm watching TV. I got to turn it off. I like to screen my calls. Bring. Hello?
Hi.
Who's this?
Mike.
Oh, Mike. What do you want? I thought we broke up.
That's what I'm calling about.
Yeah?
I'd just like to see maybe there's any possibility of us reconciling.
I don't know, Mike. You know, I gave you every chance when we were together, and it just didn't seem like you could rally.
Well,
what's going to be
now? Because I'd like to make amends and try again.
Well, what's going to be different about this time?
I'll try to be more open and say what's on my mind.
Well, what is on your mind?
Okay, that's where I had the problem right there.
Well, what's on your mind? Come on, this is Tracy.
All right. I care about you a lot. I want to try to make things work, and if you have any suggestions for me at all, please speak up and tell me, and I'll do my best to comply with it.
Hold on, let me tell your buddy Stu. Hold on, be quiet for a second. Stu, I'm on the phone with your friend Mike. Hold on. Sorry. So you're going to make an effort?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me
I figured, calling the show, if I had the nerve to do that, then I could, Tell
me you love me.
I could try. I love you.
No, but I want you to feel it.
Adam, I am madly in love with you.
So you can say it to you,
Hold on, I'm this close to dating, Mike.
No, I'm sorry, okay.
All right, I'm Tracy, go ahead.
Tracy, I am in love with you.
Yeah.
I believe that more than just about anything else you said.
Okay, all right. Mike, that's not too bad. I got goosebumps. But really going to screw up the masturbatory session when I get home tonight.
Try not to...
have Mike run it through my back.
Try not to get through the rote, I'm going to try better next time, and I'm going to do it next time, Try to stay present. Be there when you're saying these things.
Yeah, I know it's a bitch. Believe it or not, I was a guy who couldn't get in touch with my feelings at some point in my life and had difficulty with intimacy.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's the same guy, Drew.
Oh, shocked.
You see what all that lying to your therapist can do for you?
Yeah, I'm just not talking to him.
The thing is you can't even say I love you in a way that doesn't sound sarcastic.
Yeah.
When you're deep into that.
Yeah.
Now at least I'm an accomplished enough actor that I can feign sincerity and get away with it.
It does sound kind of sarcastic, doesn't it? It's interesting. It's like, I'm willing to do it for you.
There's certain things, like, you know how Fonzie couldn't say he was sorry or he was wrong?
Yeah.
There's certain things that 18-year-old or 20-year-old guys who have difficulty with intimacy can't say without sounding sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, they can go, I love that dog, and they can do it. They can say whatever they want about their dog or about a car or something, but when they have to say their girlfriend they love you, they go, I love you. Come on. I love you.
I love you.
I love you. You just have to... Here's what you do. Pretend you're talking about a dog that died.
Model airplane.
Okay, Drew, let's not get personal. Oh, I love that Messerschmitt before I crash it. Nicole?
Hello?
You're 15.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good. What's going on?
Well, I have a problem. I had kind of a hard childhood. My dad was into drugs really deeply for a long time, and I was kind of left on my own to take care of my two little sisters. I was only about 9.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a girlfriend who had a son, and he was about the same age as me, and I lost my virginity to him. It's kind of like what Dr. Drew and you guys have gone on about children that have been abused, going out and abusing other children.
Yeah.
And he was molested by his stepfather or something.
Yeah.
So that's what happened there, and it's always been like a secret. It's not something I'm proud of. I've never been sexually active since then.
Wow.
And I've been doing pretty good, but, I have problems telling people what I think. I can talk to them about anything. as long as it doesn't have to do with something that can be criticized about me. I'm really self-conscious, and I have like problems. Like I pull out my hair instead of, because I just keep everything inside. And I want to tell my parents that I think I need like a therapist or someone I can confide in that won't go out and.
Well, why don't you tell them that? You don't have to tell them why.
They don't. Okay, of course.
Tell them about the hair pulling. Maybe that'll sort of get the
No,
message.
they know.
across.
They want me to stop pulling my hair. They think it's like a habit, like.
It's not a habit. Tell them
like
it's because
biting my nails or something.
No. It's called.
They know and they want you to stop.
It's called trichotillomania.
Yeah.
Write that down. Just gonna impress them with that. Phonetically put it down there if you have to. Trichotillomania.
But they don't know.
It's a psychiatric disturbance and it needs treatment.
See, and it's getting serious because I'm kind of losing all my hair here.
Nicole, listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a diagnosable disorder and it's a symptom of something substantial.
Mm-hmm.
And it's telling me found on the internet, and here it is. And go look it up on the internet, and you can give them a page off it and show them what it is. It needs treatment.
They don't know about me.
They don't have to know. I wish they would know, frankly. And I wish you could have parents that you could go to about what you've been through.
See, I live with my grandparents and my father. My grandpa's very verbally abusive. I'm so deathly afraid of him.
Cool. But the important thing is that you get the help you need, because that's what's going to help you get through all this.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to listen to me because my grandfather influences the whole family.
Well, but what about just going to get some help for yourself? Just school?
Well, I talked to the school counselor somewhat about problems I'm having now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That guy just. I feel like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. He's just sitting there nodding and smiling, wishing I'd go away.
$31,000 a year. How interesting can he be?
Maybe he can refer you somewhere else. Tell me you want somebody and you want a referral.
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah?
First off, you sound more together than most 15-year-olds we speak to on this show.
Thank you.
And there's no doubt that everything's going to turn out fine for you. Hey, do you know what I'm saying, Drew?
She's at a crossroads, really. She's really
going to need some help with this. She's not in heavy denial. She's not acting out.
That's right.
She's seeking help.
Yep.
And she has this family that's... unfortunately, at 15, she's more mature than her 67-year-old grandfather, which is pathetic.
47.
But true, yeah. So you will get the help you need, and you will work it out. But you're at a crossroads, and you got to keep pushing. And families don't like to hear about their kids wanting counseling because it's a real... It's a slap in the face.
Hostile, rageful people with no esteem anyway.
Right. Right, and God knows, you going to a counselor, they look at it as you going to the cops, in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, at 15, what the hell do you talk about at a counselor?
Yeah.
It's not the boss is up your ass again, or the old lady's giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 15. You go in there and you tell them your dad was a drug abuser, your grandfather's verbally abusive, your mom's passive, you got an a-hole for a stepbrother. I mean, who the hell wants the cat coming out of the bag?
Yeah.
Even if it's only 45 minutes a week. You got to do it, Nicole. And you have to get into it. And you have to convince them that this is what you need to do. She's 15. She's fine. I mean, she's going that direction.
Yeah.
All right. What else I got to say? Nathan is 34. Nathan?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, Adam? Happy Easter to you and Dr. Drew.
That's right. Yeah. It's a big day for me this Easter.
I have one comment, as I'm happy to have gotten through to the show, I haven't tried so much to call, but I saw Dr. Drew on Politically Incorrect, and he made a comment about how sexual attraction is the most unhealthy attraction.
No, it is the unhealthiest, oftentimes, the most unhealthiest part of oneself, being attracted to the most unhealthy part of another person.
Yes, that's exactly how you put it, and that's what, it actually doesn't confuse me, but if you could extrapolate a little bit more of a layman's description of what you mean.
That oftentimes those sorts of energies are about unfinished business of childhood. You're busily casting a play to try to find the person to fit that role for you.
That does make sense.
And you cast, then if you find the person for whom you fit the other role, then oftentimes these things do go together. The kind of person you're looking for often is looking for the kind of person you are. And the abuser is looking for a victim.
Wow, exactly.
And this sort of thing. And you find that hand and glove fit, and there you go. That's attraction. That's what gets people compulsively involved in relationships.
The most glaring example of this is the girl who had a father who was an alcoholic. He was in alcoholic rages. He was abusive. He was whatever. And lo and behold, she marries an alcoholic.
And many times our callers will say, well, when I met him, it wasn't the case. He was this great guy. Well, that's right. But it's that you knew it. You somehow you knew that was that person.
Well, what's attraction? I mean, ask yourself what attraction is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because oftentimes it's not about the physical. I mean, sure, it helps if they got a nice rack and a tight ass, but it transcends that all the time, especially women to men.
Yeah.
I mean, women are constantly going out with guys who you say, look, the guy's short, he's fat, he's bald, he's hairy, he's toothless. What the hell is up with that? And that's what that attraction is.
Yeah, well, I'm a little suspect of it. Anyway, my question is, thank you for helping me with that. My question was, I have a longtime friend of about 7 years. We've been seeing each other on and off the entire time after 1 year of intense relationship where we lived together, and then I asked her to move out. And I'm now having problems with, I really, really want to continue to be her close friend, and she does as well, but the fact that we don't live close nearby, and she would like to see us get married and live happily ever after and all that. She's starting to have problems with the fact that she knows that I don't, and yet she knows that she's going to lose a best friend, and I know it as well, and we're both really, really scared about that. Would you, I know it's a difficult question.
No, that's not that tough a question for us.
It's not difficult, no.
This is sort of
routine.
You guys having sex?
Not anymore. Not as of about a week ago.
Oh, see, Nathan, please.
A week ago.
Well, I mean,
all right, first of all, she is not in a best friendship at all. She is deeply, she does not perceive this, even if she says she does. She does not experience this as a friendship. She is deeply involved, and you are being terribly unfair to her to continue to maintain physical intimacy with somebody for whom this relationship means a ton. You have to let her get over that, and it takes at least 6 months for people to get over these things.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure she even will get over it at 6 months. For you, there's a friendship, and also, oh, by the way, I can conveniently get to have sex.
Well, it has been a week, Drew.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's not right, Nathan. It's not right at all for her.
Right. So here's the point. You're being cruel to her and selfish at the same time, and you're buying into the part about her wanting to be best friends, but you know that's a lie. And women do this all the time with guys, too, because they're detailing the car, and they don't want to lose that service. Stop it, people. Assess what's going on, and stop being cruel. You're being cruel to her. Break it off. Forget about that.
Got to be at least 6 months. If there's really a friendship there, a year from now, you can have a friendship.
Right.
But not now. No way.
Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. We'll be right back.
Retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Yeah, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew, who's now reading outside material. Put all outside reading material underneath your desk. You ever hear that when you're in school?
Nope.
When I used to teach traffic school, that's what I would have to say. Although, that's what they wanted me to say. I never saw it. And those of you who are lucky enough to get my class when I taught traffic school were blessed, because I had no rules. My rule is I don't get fired. That was my rule.
You don't break any laws. Oh, you did, I guess.
Oh, I broke many, many laws.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't understand why everybody in a position of authority did not treat their position of authority like I did, which is I could give a rat's ass. I have a huge problem with all you freakazoids out there who have to exercise your authority in front of everyone. It drives me nuts. Nuts! Do you know, we were, I never told you this, Drew, but about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was doing a bit in Lake Arrowhead. I was taping a bit. I had Hal Gurney, the director from the Letterman show all those years. We had a cast, a crew, makeup, cue cards, the whole 9 yards. And we were out on a deserted lake.
And
it wasn't Lake Arrowhead.
Some
because
Coast Guard guy
we
came
couldn't
along.
film on Lake Arrowhead. We were out in a recreational area, camping. There was a lake, like a bass lake, and we're out doing a fishing bit on a boat, and the camera and all the equipment, sound guys, everything, all set up on the end of the dock, and we're out in the boat. And for those who haven't seen something shot on film, there's 15, 20 people, all getting $150 an hour. Sound guys, tech guys, this, that, guys holding things that reflect light and whatever. We were
sitting on the couch.
We were out.
Trend magazine.
We were out there in this boat. What's that?
Guy sitting on the couch reading Motor Trend magazine.
Right, getting paid too. We were over there. We were doing this bit. We're about 3/4 of the way through it. We literally had about another half hour's worth of stuff to shoot. We'd been out there half the day, and the warden guy came by, and we didn't have a permit.
Oh.
And now no one else was on the lake. Nobody. We had paid to come out, and we paid the fees or whatever to come into the property. We'd rented the boat. We'd bought stuff from the bait shop and whatnot. And sorry guys, pack it up. And Hal went over there and we pleaded, and we went and we said, listen, we're all the way out here. We're up in Lake Arrowhead, by the way. We're all the way out here from L.A. We have this is costing us $10,000 what we're doing, at least right here. And we'll wrap it up. Can we just finish? Don't make me, And then the guy's getting pissed. And I'm thinking to myself, somewhere there's a camper being attacked by a bear. Somewhere there's a guy throwing a cigarette butt into some dried brush. Somewhere there's something going on that this guy really needs to get involved with. Not a bunch of taxpayers using, by the way, not Old Man Cheever's Lake. We're using the city property, state property lake.
That's more why you're in trouble.
We all pay taxes. We pay to come on there. Granted, we didn't get a permit. Somebody screwed that up, and we should have done it, but we're done. And this guy was rageful. I mean, he got pissed. We actually tried to finish it up because it was like we were scrapping a $10,000 thing. I mean, just might as well just throw everything in the lake and walk away. I mean, all, ruined. Days. Ruined. Like nothing. Coming up with nothing. No way was he going to let us do this. No possible way. The guy was, 35, whatever. At a certain point, we tried to we were desperate. We had to finish this thing up. We're out. Everything was all set up. We said, well, let's just do a quick rehearsal and see if we can run through some of the lines. Just rehearsing. And the guy fired the camera up, naturally. And he found that out, and he came down. I mean, he had like his hand on his pistol. He was like, I tried to be nice. And by the way, all a-holes always start off with, I tried to help you guys. What do you mean tried to help us? Got in and shut us down? Since when does that count as trying to help? I tried, but now you tried this, and you're playing me for a fool, and you're lucky I don't, and and he packed us all up, and he threw us all out of there. And the bit, scrapped it, threw it away. I mean, $10,000 worth of stuff, might as well just throw it in the fireplace. I can't stand those people, everybody. Don't be one of those people. I would have showed up, looked around, seen no one else around, and said, listen, give me a Coke, and I'm out of here. Because it didn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
It had no difference. It made nothing. We didn't film any landmarks or anything. We didn't film him. It was just shot of us in the boat into the water. Could have been in someone's swimming pool.
But
for all we know.
They let you guys do it. Everyone in Los Angeles want to come up there and film their damn films.
God, I hate those people.
Take one last call.
Listen to me. One last call, but just let me make this plea. Any of you people that are out there currently who have that attitude, I beg you to kill yourself. Please kill yourself so I don't have to deal with you.
Amber?
Please, do it tonight.
What's going on?
I had called before. I was the person who called about how I'd always masturbated since I can remember.
Yeah.
And I talked about my father.
Yeah.
He was the hippie loser. And I've been, ever since I talked to you all, I've kind of been having some issues. I kind of freak out over nothing. I just, like having sex with my boyfriend. I mean, it's always really good, but once in a while, I mean, I think it's common that,
it's just slightly painful for a second, you know.
Yeah.
And I just like would just flip out and bawl and start crying. And I don't know if I should. I mean, my father's still in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the only person that has anything to do with him, and he like follows me wherever I go, like any state that I move to. He ends up moving there. And I don't know. I mean, is it really? I don't know. Sometimes I just put it out of my head and I don't think about it.
That, I think, is a lot of what's going on here. I think a lot of your feelings are dealt with by being sort of, quote, put out of your head, unquote. You need some help, Amber. I mean, really, you should do something about this. Get some professional supervision, some therapy.
All right, Will, you're 24. Girlfriends like sex in public places. He only has her cell and pager number.
Yeah, I've known her for 2.5 months, and I only have her cell and pager number. And I was having
all right, she's a screw. She's playing around.
Oh, yeah, well, I was having sex with her in the library, and she called this other guy.
Hold on, what was that word he used?
Library.
What?
Yeah, it's a place where people, they keep books, and you can check them out. Books? They bound written page, they bound them together. And
it's like a fat magazine?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
With a hard copy oftentimes.
Are you saying there's a place where those are stored?
They're stored, and you can actually check them out.
You mean just look at them?
No pictures and no pornography.
Just check them out and just look at them?
Yeah, just stare at them. And put them on your shelf. They look good. Make you look smart.
What do you do there?
Anyway, so he's got a he's got a... Anytime people will not tell you about themselves...
Is there TV there?
No. But there may be some computers.
It's an outrage.
Anytime people will not tell you about themselves or won't give you any access numbers, there's something going on.
Yeah, all right, dump her. She's used you. Hold on. Look at Nathan.
We already done him.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay, screw you, Nathan.
All right.
Okay. We'll take a break.
Call 1-800-LOVE-191. Operators are standing by.
Loveline will be back in a minute.
All you voices of authority out there who are just screwing things up for the rest of us, kill yourselves. Kill yourself tonight. I beg you. Now listen, if you're an air traffic controller or you're a cop or whatever and you're doing your job, fine. But all you chicken asses that are out there doing nothing except for slowing us down, us taxpayers down, I want you to kill yourself.
Kiss my ass.
All you who do crap that doesn't matter and you know who you are, do not overcompensate by ruining everyone else's life. Just have the guts to kill yourself.
I'm talking about hall monitors.
Please, do it tonight.
I'm not talking about police.
I'm talking about hall monitors, yes. All right. We'll be back. Oh, no, we're not going to be back.
We're back
That's
tomorrow.
Okay. Until next time. Bob Guccione Jr. is in here tomorrow night. Drill Buses Ball. Until next time, Sam Crawford, Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Kiss my ass.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station.
And are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment.
Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station longer.